Hi there, I'm Eddie O'Sullivan and I'm the candidate for the British National Party in Wythenshawe and Sale East, and that's where we are today on the campaign trail. With me I've got the chairman, Nick Griffin, who's come along to show his support, and I'm speaking to John and Sharon, who are residents here. Now John and Sharon, we're here because they asked us to come, which was very nice, but one of the reasons they asked us to come is that they were a bit undecided about whether to vote for UKIP or whether to vote for us, the British National Party. Now, we're sat here with them now, and I think perhaps you'd like to say a few words as to why we're sat here now and what's brought us to this point.
I asked you to come today because
That's right.
I'd done my homework with UKIP and we were sort of teetering. Do we go BNP or do we go UKIP? So I decided to phone UKIP yesterday actually. And one of the questions they asked, which they did answer, was their immigration rules. And I asked for a bit more information. A gentleman phoned me back later on during the day. I didn't catch his name, he kept cutting out.
Oh.
However, one of the questions I did pose to him was, after the Lee Rigby atrocity, why did UKIP not send any representation there? And his answer was very baffling. I'm very sorry you're asking me very specific questions right now. That was his exact response.
Specific question.
Exactly, and I was trying to point out, well, there's 3 votes in this house. You know, you either want them or you don't. I am asking the specific questions which I'd like an answer for. I got told, well, I don't have that, I'll come back to you. This was yesterday, approximately 3 o'clock, and today I've had nothing, nobody's phoned me back. I don't think they liked the answer that I put to them. It was black and white. They had no answer ready for me.
Makes sense to me.
Sharon, can I ask, as you said, you asked about their immigration policy.
Yep.
What did their spokesman on the phone say?
He told me he was basing it on Australia's policy, on like a point system. So if we needed workers here that fitted that criteria, then that would be allowed. That was the exact answer that was given to me.
That's interesting from a couple of points, actually. The first is that figures ain't with what they've said roughly in the past, that they'd issue 50,000 work permits a year, which means there'd be 50,000 plus the dependents coming in. And what they're saying, it's an upper class rich party. They're saying, well, if they come in and take ordinary people's jobs, that's fine by us. But the other thing, they're actually lying. I've just twigged after you said it. They're lying anyway, because if you go on their internet, on their website, and look at their immigration policy, it says this is under review. They haven't actually got an immigration policy.
Oh, right, okay.
They've dropped it, but they know in this election that so many people are angry about mass immigration that that's the reason people vote or think about voting for UKIP, because they think they're an anti-immigration party.
Yeah.
And in fact, when they say they'd let in 50,000 a year, that's exactly the same number that was coming in 1968, when Enoch Powell said, we must be mad. We must be literally mad. Because it's too many. Yeah. Our position is very simple. The country's full. Doesn't matter, black, white, green, brown.
Correct.
No, the country's full.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And another issue I had was, I know that justice isn't going to get done for Lee Rigby.
Certainly not.
Under this government.
Sure, or under any of them.
Any of them, yeah.
Yeah, we've always stood for return of capital punishment. Not for every murder, because there's cases of crimes of passion and all the rest of it. It's not the right thing. But to be available to a judge and a jury together.
Yeah. When
there's cast iron, again, it shouldn't. We don't even think it should be on the old-fashioned guilty rules. There's too much risk of hanging an innocent person. But if it's on either cast iron CCTV, which didn't exist in the 17th century when they made the rules up, or cast iron DNA evidence, with one of those when there's no possibility of miscarriage of justice, why on earth should the British people, when we haven't got enough money to go round, when old ladies die on hospital trolleys and all the rest of it, why the hell should we keep his murderers in prison at our expense, studying for law degrees and playing pool for the next 30, 40 years?
They were bragging about it.
Oh yeah, they'll love that. No more bills for them lads now.
No,
they want to make the win the world.
3 square meals a day, and why whilst you're in there grabbing education whilst you're at it?
Yeah,
exactly.
You know, I think it's just absolutely disgraceful. It's disgusting.
It's unjust.
My heart goes out to Lee Rigby's family.
And there'll still be young lads having to join the army, because that's their lot in life. There'll still be young lads going.
Exactly.
Yeah.
This is what worries me.
So.
Well, I've got to tell you, John and Sharon, thank you so much for inviting us round to your home. Thanks for a lovely cup of tea.
Pleasure.
It's been a privilege to have you.
It has been a
here.
privilege.
It's been a delight.
Okay,
And,
can I
thanks
just say
for
one
the
other
support.
thing, just for the viewers?
Yeah, of course.
It was really interesting, sorry, then we'll let you wind up, but it's something I want to push more and more. We were talking earlier on, and within a few minutes, subject came around to the BBC,
Oh, yeah.
and how they lie, and they lie,
Yeah.
and they lie, and how did you come to start watching RT? Did you find it yourself or hear about it from friends?
We heard about it through a friend.
Through a friend, but I did start watching it myself because I was sick and tired of watching the BBC News, so-called news. So
Yeah.
I was sick and tired of the lies, our views not getting represented in any matter.
Yeah, and the only irony is we still have to pay the TV licence
Yeah.
to be lied to by the BBC, even
Yeah.
though more and more people watch RT to get the news.
Yeah.
That's it, exactly.
Yeah, you're
It's
right.
disgraceful.
It is disgraceful.
It's theft.
Yeah,
It's white collar theft.
absolutely so.
Yeah.
Over to you, Eddie.
Yeah, and well, I tell you what, really. I mean, shall we go on to the next thing? Which could, but it is.
We've got work to do.
Couldn't we be here
Yeah.
for hours and hours?
Good.
Yeah. But as I say, once again, huge thanks to you for inviting us round,
Not a problem.
and thanks for giving us your vote. And hopefully,
Yeah.
this time round, we can be in there, and you'll actually have somebody in that shark tank called the Houses of Parliament that actually works for people like John and Sharon, because we work for you guys. Yeah, you pay our wages when we get in. Otherwise, we don't make paid at all. Okay, and it's us that should be scared of you guys, not you guys that should be scared of them.
No, today's been a privilege anyway.
Thanks very much, my friend. Thanks very much. There you go. Okay, there you go. Lovely.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Thanks.